Alright, let's get right to it. This is Desert Mountain Golf Club. No warm-up here. I thought there was going to be a driving range, but there wasn't, so we weren't able to take any warm-up swings. So went with the hybrid off the first hole. Didn't catch it very good at all. Up the right side a little bit. This is a long par 5. It's almost an L shape. It's over 600 yards. So for my second shot here, I hit, there's no way I was going to reach, so I just hit a 3-iron up there so I can have a decent second shot. Kind of flared it to the right a little bit. Really hitting it bad. Wasn't catching anything solid for the first few holes. This is my third shot. If I remember right, I think I put this one in the greenside bunker. Yeah, kind of hitting nothing solid so far. So I'm hitting my fourth shot out of the greenside bunker. Actually, I think I hit a pretty decent shot here. Ended up coming up a little bit short, but overall, I thought I hit this one pretty good. Greens are pretty decent shape. They roll pretty good. I think I left this one a little bit short though. Yep, left it a little bit short. Bogey on the first hole, onto the second hole. So we had a real early tee time here, 7 o'clock, so the sun's just coming up. Had a 6-iron here on this par 3. Unfortunately, as you'll see right here, pretty much shanked my first shot and hit it OB. It is what it is. So I'm going to tee up a second shot here in just a second. And then using the same 6-iron for my third shot now, I chunked it. Hit it about halfway to the hole. So now I'm hitting my fourth shot here. I had my brother-in-law hold the camera this time so there wouldn't be so much glare. I'm about 50 yards short of the green here. I just want to chip it up here for my fourth shot.
It's going at the green.
Just trying to get it up there close to have a shot. So this is my double bogey putt. The wheels are falling off on this hole, unfortunately. Putted it up there nice and close. Was able to tap it in for my triple bogey. So I've already +4 through 2 holes. Third hole's a slight dogleg right, par 4. Decided to hit driver off the tee. Pulled it a little bit left. Didn't hit it very solid, but it was in play. So the way I was swinging, hey, as long as it's in play, right? Only had about 60 yards in for my second shot. Pulled it a little bit, but it was on the green. Can't argue with a birdie putt. I think I had about a 20-footer here left, 25-footer for my birdie putt. And unfortunately, as you can see here, left a little bit short, maybe 7-8 feet short. Had a little tester here for my par. Unfortunately, misread the break, and it went a little bit right. So a 3-putt bogey, not off to a good start, +5 through 3 holes. Fourth hole, decided to hit a hybrid off the tee. Unfortunately, topped it about 50-60 yards down into the rough there. So I just walked down there with my hybrid, decided to hit my hybrid again, right around 300 yards from my second shot. Kind of hit that one a little bit thin, but I went down there. I had a little tree trouble for my third shot, so I decided to punch a little 7-iron just left of those palm trees with a little cut. Didn't hit it particularly solid, but it did what it was supposed to do. Rolled it on up there just short of the green. Decided to chip it with a pitching wedge, let it run out. Try to nestle it up close to the pin there. But unfortunately, I got a little quick with it. Hit it thin, and I didn't even make the green. I was just off the green, but I did decide to putt it. So now I have about a 20-footer for my bogey. Didn't hit it particularly well, didn't read it correctly, so got a little tester here for my double. And I was able to make it, fortunately. So +7 through 4. Fifth hole is a little par 3. Hit it terribly, popped it up to the left here. Ended up right behind this tree for my second shot. Had to hit a little punch 8-iron. Had to kind of chip it under this tree here. Didn't quite judge the distance, ended up leaving it a little bit short. So I'm just short of the green here. Just off the green, but I did decide to putt it. Really misread this putt. Didn't hit it hard enough and didn't play enough break. Got a little tester here. Put a good putt on this one. Knocked it in for my bogey, +8 through 5. 6 holes, a short par 4. Just decided I wasn't swinging particularly well, so I just decided to hit a little 7-iron up into the fairway, try to give myself a good scoring chance since I wasn't hitting anything solid at all. Hit it up there into the fairway. Had a pitching wedge left for my second shot.
Don't pull it.
Pulled it to the left, unfortunately, pin high to the left. Had to hit a sand wedge and get some loft on it out of this lie. Unfortunately, chunked it a little bit short of the green. So I had this chip here. I probably should have putted this in retrospect, but decided to chip it. Left it a little bit short. So I had this little tester for par, and of course I missed it. So another bogey. I'm trying to stop the bleeding here. I'm +9 through 6 holes. On to the 7th. Kind of longish par 5 here. Decided to just take out the driver. Hit it pretty solid. Pulled it a little bit though.
I heard something solid.
Unfortunately, clipped a tree. For my second shot, just took a 3-iron here. Tried to put a good swing on it, but clipped another tree. Not doing too good so far on this hole.
I see it. Sounds right.
My third shot, I'm just under 200 yards. Took a 4-iron. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to put a nice easy swing on it. Try to get it up there somewhere close to the green. Actually caught it pretty solid. Just missed the tree. I actually thought I was pretty short here,
right in the
but as you
middle,
can see, I walked up and
should be around here somewhere.
looking for my ball in the fairway.
Am I on the green?
Couldn't find it, and then come to find out I'm on the green, putting for birdie. So,
Hey, I'm putting for birdie.
try to put a good stroke on this putt. It's a breaker to the left, pretty big breaker. Put a decent roll on it. Didn't play enough break, but hey, you know what? I got my first par of the day, +9 through 7. Hole number 8's a really short par 4. There's water on the right hand side here, so I just wanted to hit up with a 7-iron to have a short second shot. Hit it up there in the fairway. Had about 90 yards. I just wanted to hit a little pitching wedge up there, kind of bounce it up there onto the green. Unfortunately, didn't bounce like I thought it would. Hit it short of the green, so I had a little chip from my third shot. Ran it a couple feet past, so I had maybe 3 or 4 feet past. So I had a little 3-4 footer for par for my second par in a row to stop the bleeding. And I rolled it in. The 9th hole's pretty straightforward, longish par 5. Took out the driver. Caught it pretty solid down the left-hand side.
Took 9 holes.
Had about 220 yards left for my second shot. Decided to hit a 3-iron up there, try to get it, run it up on the green. Faded it a little bit too much into the green side sand bunker. So I had kind of a toughish sand shot. That bunker's pretty big, so I had to hit it pretty hard to get it over.
Oh no.
Caught this a little bit thin. Hit it over the green, actually. I think I'm on the fringe there, or just off the green. Had a birdie putt, though. Can't complain about a birdie putt, right? Rolled it up there pretty nicely. I actually thought I was going to make this. It was about 5 feet from the hole, but it kind of took a little dive to the right. So another par.
Stop the bleeding. 3 pars in a row, so hopefully I can keep this up. I'm not hitting it very good at all, but I'm making pars, so I can keep it up.
Front 9, par 37, shot 9 over, 46. It's a par 33 on the back. 10th is a short par 3, a little pond in the front here. Hit a pitching wedge, yanked it a little bit left, but it was a putt, left-hand side of the green. About I don't know, 18 footer. Put a decent roll on it. I actually thought I made it, but it kind of lost its break there at the end. So a tap in par. Stopped the bleeding. Not hitting it particularly well, but I stopped the bleeding. 4 pars in a row. 11th hole, par 5. Took out the driver. Hit it a little bit thin. A thin cut down the right-hand side. Took out the 5-iron for a second shot. I just wanted to put it up there in wedge range for my third shot. Not pretty, but it worked.
Well, not pretty, but it's in play, and I should have a short shot to the green.
So my goal here was to just hit a low bouncing shot onto the green. Put a terrible swing on this one. Pulled it to the left.
Not good at all.
Not very happy at this point. A little bit frustrated right now. And of course, what do? Chunk it. Kind of a lost opportunity on this hole for a good score. Something I'll have to work on. Missed my putt here for par. Snapped my par streak here. A little tap in bogey. onto the 12th hole. Medium length par 3, about 160, 170 yards. Took a 6-iron out. There's water on the right hand side here. I was trying to be careful to avoid that. Pulled it to the left hand side of the green. About a 25-foot birdie putt, 25-30-foot birdie putt. Put a decent stroke on it. Ended up a little bit short, maybe a 2-footer, but you know, pretty much tap in range. Knocked in the par putt onto 13. 13 holes, a short par 4. There is water short left of the green. Took out the hybrid. I didn't want to reach the water. Hit a low shot, cutting a little bit, but it was short of the water.
Well, I still see it, so.
Second shot out of the little dirt area, short of the water. Had this tree in the way, so I had to hit under it with a little 7-iron. Did not hit it particularly well, short of the green. And this is the area, like I said, I need to improve. I'm losing a lot of shots around the green. Chipped it up. Thought I hit it hard enough, but it was still a little bit short. About 7 feet short. Never gave that one a chance. Didn't hit it hard enough and misread the break. Hole 14, short par 4, probably drivable for a long hitter, but I hit a driver. I probably should have took a hybrid out, but I hit a driver, ended up popping it up to the right. Hit a little yucca tree, and it bounced backwards about 20 feet. For the second shot, had a little pitching wedge in. I didn't want to hit that yucca tree, so I kind of aimed a little bit left. Almost pin high. Left hand side had a chip out of the rough here. Chipped it up nice and close. Had a tap in par. There. 15th hole, about 180 yard par 3. Took a 6-iron out. Didn't catch this one well at all. A little chunky. Ended up about 20 yards short of the green. 20 yards short of the green.
Halfway to the hole.
Ended up in this little kind of a patchy, muddy lie here. Just decided to put almost like a putter swing on it. Still caught it a little bit chunky, as you can see here.
Go.
About 10 feet short for my par putt here. Get a nice firm putt right into the center of the hole. So 16th hole, another par 3. Lots of par 3s here on the back nine. Took a 7-iron out about 160. Hit it pin high, pulled it a little bit left of the green. Second shot, just took out a sand wedge. Wanted to chip it up over this rough here. Unfortunately, got a little quick with it, caught it thin. Chipped it all the way across over to the other side of the green. Pretty straightforward chip here. Put a pretty decent swing on it. Nestled it up there, tap in range for a bogey. All right, on to the 17th hole. 380 yard par 4. I just took the hybrid out. There's water on the actually far on the right hand side and a little pond on the left hand side. I didn't want to reach those, so I just hit the hybrid. Put a terrible swing on it, but hit it down into the fairway, and that's never a bad thing.
I'll take not pretty and in the fairway every time.
Just had a pretty straightforward wedge shot in for my second shot from the middle of the fairway. Didn't put a very good swing on it, but actually went right at the pin and put it about 10-12 feet past the pin, right on line with it. Got a good look at birdie here. Rolled it very nicely, and finally my first birdie of the day. Only took 17 holes. On to the 18th hole. Hybrid off the tee. And actually this shot here was probably the most solid feeling shot I hit all day. At least on my tee shots. Right down the middle of the fairway. Had about roughly about 100 yards in, I think, for my second shot. Just like a half pitching wedge, 3/4 pitching wedge is what I wanted to hit. Hit a low shot here, low cutting shot. Not very solid, not really what I envisioned, but it bounced up there about 10 feet short of the pin for a birdie opportunity here. Put a nice roll on it, just misread the break a little bit, tap in par, and that'll do it. The front nine and the back nine here were pretty much polar opposites of each other. Front nine, it took me a few holes to really get my back warmed up. I have a really stiff back, and usually in the morning, so when I'm playing golf, I really need to loosen up. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that because they don't have a driving range here. Took a good 5 or 6 holes for my back to finally feel like it was loosening up. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to continue working on my swing, working on my game. Zero handicap seems like it was a million years ago, but I'm going to continue to try to improve and get back down as close to that as I can. Thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you next time.